What's up, YouTube? This is Backyard Mechanic, and here with a video working on a 97 or 98 Yamaha Waverunner. It's a GP760. We got some problems with it. It's only wanting to go about 8 miles an hour, sometimes 30, so it's kind of weird. Last time I took the spark plugs off, put them back on while I was on the water, and it would go 30 for one good run, and then it would drop back down to like 8 miles an hour. Engine sound like crap. So what I'm suspecting is it might need a new top end rebuild on it, and that's what I got coming up in this video. Right now the first half's gonna be just breaking it down, looking into it, seeing what's all wrong with it. So we're gonna get into that now. So what we're gonna do, get the seats off, set them to the side, and there is some aftermarket parts on this that the previous owner did put on here. Expansion tank, intake, well, expansion tank. I think they had a new head put on here. These K&N air intakes. I have already cleaned the carburetors last year, and I had put a new battery in it last year, and new wires. It didn't fix the issue. So that looks like a bracket. We're getting it taken, probably this off. Looks like the carburetor's gonna have to come off, and this exhaust. So let's get into that. So for me, I really ain't got nothing fancy, just a common mechanic set. I got pliers, screwdrivers, wrenches. Those are just extensions. We're gonna take these off. I don't think these are on there very tight anyway. All right, got those off. We're gonna take these spark plug wires off. We're gonna go and take those spark plug wires out here in a minute. Or we can probably do that right now. I have some spark plug sockets right here. Let's see which ones fit. It fits. That one maybe. That looks a good one. These. Looks like there could be a little gas on them. That had a rubber piece on it. This one doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna be setting all of the parts over here. I can get back to them. Workbench. Cut this. Put a new one on when we get it all put back together. Next, I'm not doing it in any specific order, just kind of winging it right now. So I say what's next is we're gonna take this expansion tank off. Looks like it's got some of these on here that's loose. So I've got 1, 2. There's another one back here, and then some bolts. There's one right there, a bolt right here, and it looks like there's one down there. Got a screwdriver, so we're gonna loosen up all these clamps. Loose. There we go. Actually, looks like that one runs back there too, so do not have to take this one off. I'll go ahead and tighten that up. This one, kind of hard to do this with one-handed. There goes that. Pull that off. Move that to the side. Somewhere between the ears, the exhaust has melted this case off. It exposes some wires, so that could be another issue. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. That one next. Went ahead and undid that one. Now it's time for this one. Got that one off. So now I think there looks to be one right there. I'm gonna get that one off. So I believe all the clamps are off. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do these two bolts, the one here and the one down there, and we're gonna see if we can wiggle it free. What I got here is a 9/16, and it seems to fit on there pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bolt loose. And then I'm gonna work on getting that bolt loose. That might need a wrench. So I don't have wrenches. A lot of wrenches in SAE, but a 14 seemed to fit on there pretty well, so that's what we're gonna use. All right, we got both of those off now, unless I'm missing another bolt. They did come with washers, by the way. So if I'm missing another bolt, then we will figure it out. It's pretty loose, so it looks like we're gonna be able to pull this out. I got it halfway out with a little tugging. Had to get that boot off. It looks like there is some water in here, or some kind of liquid, I'm not sure yet, but we missed a hose. It's gonna be on the other side of this tube, which is just held in by that. So we're gonna cut that, take it off, and we'll be able to pull it out. This was our expansion tank. Looks like somebody did some welds there. It looks all beat in. Does not look good. Looks like it could be oil, which may or may not be normal for it. Let's see how much water comes out of here. Yeah, a little bit poured out of there. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. I am not well versed in jet skis. This is my first time working on one, so I'm gonna be learning a lot. That's where the tank is, that's where the oil is. This is a 2-stroke, so it mixes the oil and gas to lubricate it. Here's where the exhaust comes out. Don't think we'll have to mess with that. We will probably have to take off this manifold. Next, we're going to take this little bracket off. Looks like there's only 4. It looks to be 9/16 bolts. Alright, we got this bracket off. I'm going to set that to the side. I got the bolts in there not to get confused with them. And a few things I noticed while I was doing that. This is the boot for the exhaust, and it's not supposed to be like that. And I noticed oil all over the wires. They do look to be not damaged, just a lot of oil on them. So that is a potential problem. There's a bunch of oily water down there that I'm gonna attempt to clean out, and we will not have to be taking off the carburetors. At least I don't think so. Might be wrong later on in this video. So with that off, gonna go ahead and disconnect this one, and we will undo these bolts, and we're gonna lift this up. I had noticed also that some of these clamps are loose. Like this one's loose. That one looks good, that one's good. But yeah, I found that one, and I found another one that was loose. I can't remember which one it was though, but a lot of problems here. Got it fixed. A 13mm fits these pretty well. I'm an idiot. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get all these bolts off. So I got that head off, and this is what we're looking at. These are the 2 pistons, and there's a lot of carbon on them. I'm gonna be replacing those in the top end rebuild. There is a screw in the sidewall that most likely shouldn't be there, and looks like something else. I'll show you guys what the top looks like. This is what it is. Go back here. A lot of carbon on those 2, but they look about even. I kind of messed up the gasket taking it off, but that's going to be replaced. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to try to get that screw and that other piece out right there, and then I'm going to work on getting the whole head off. And I may or may not have to take the exhaust manifold off. We will see. I got the head off. So this is what they look like. That's the top of the piston. We got your piston rings, both of them. Other than the head with carbon all over it, doesn't look to be that bad. The inside looks really clean. Looks like the fresh oil and gas mixture is coming in clean. I haven't checked the gasket yet, but it was really easy to get off. I undid some of these bolts. Bolts not so much. There was, this one's really rusted out. You can see that one. And I'll show you the bolt here. This one is the worst of them. That bolt really being rusted out. This is the head. See the inner walls there. Looks like there's been some rubbing, but all in all, not too bad. This is the bottom part of it. That gasket, it looks a little chipped over here, where it could have possibly been leaking from. But all in all, not terrible condition. But I'm not reusing that, and I didn't have to take this off, but I will most likely take it off to replace that gasket in there also. I want a lot of this stuff to be new. It had a hose on it that I could have taken off, which didn't. So I think where we're at right now is ordering the top end rebuild, because I still want new piston heads. Unless, I don't know if you can do this or not, but trying to scrape off all that carbon, or try to clean all that carbon off, which I can do a little research and see if I can do that, no problem. But since I'm gonna get new gaskets anyways, I might as well just go ahead and get a whole top end kit. I'm already here, I might as well replace it. That sensor over there, we noticed last time we rode, it was disconnected, and I figured out that connects to, it was the stock exhaust system, which this is aftermarket, and I don't see a place to put that back in. So I'm gonna take another look around here. I'm gonna go ahead and release this video, and I had a second part where I'm fixing and replacing all the other parts, gaskets, the rings, the just pistons, all that. It'll be in another video. But as of right now, I think I'm seeing all that I wanted to see. It didn't take me terribly long. I'd say at least about an hour and a half to complete teardown of it. And these are all the parts. So I'd say in order, I took these 2 off, spark plugs. I took the expansion pack off, expansion tank, the bracket, the head, well, the top and then the head. And that's it. About an hour and a half work, if that. Not terribly difficult. So I'm gonna do a little more research, get a top end ordered, top end kit, and then we will be back in the next video. Anything that you guys seen me do Let me know if I'm doing it right. Like I said, this is my first time going through a jet ski. I might go ahead and mess with some of that stuff over there, see if that's in top shape. I will need another exhaust boot since that one has a hole in it. That might have been the problem, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a top end rebuild. So thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next part. Thanks.